If you're here, I assume that you're in some kind of pain.
No kidding, Sean.
Either you just burned your hand, you've got a hurt shoulder, you've been in chronic pain for years, you just hit your hand with a hammer. Whatever it is, what I'm going to show you right now will lower that pain. And I'm not going to get into all the scientific details right now. I'd like to cover that in other videos. Right now, I just want to get your pain down. By the way, you don't have to believe this. You just have to want your pain to go down. That's all that's required here. So if I were working with you in person, I would ask you what your pain number is right now. On a scale of 1 to 10, what's your pain number? But since I can't work with you individually, I'm just going to tell you your pain number is 7. And if your pain is just through the roof, then you're on a scale from 1 to 7. That's your pain. If your pain is not very much, then you're on a scale of 1 to 100. That's your 7. So you know what your pain is. It's a 7. And let's try to get it down. Let's assume that a 0 means no pain at all, and a 1 means your pain is very low. So let's get started. So you can close your eyes or you can leave your eyes open, but I find it usually helps to keep your eyes closed. Let's picture a huge number 7 in front of you. You can give it some depth, maybe a color, grow it even larger, make it as big as a house. A giant number 7. Now, push that number 7 way back to the horizon so you can barely even see it. And now watch that 7 start bouncing back and forth. And follow it with your eyes. Even if your eyes are closed, back and forth, the 7 is bouncing back and forth, coming closer and closer to you. Getting closer and closer, huge bounces. Maybe it's twisting, maybe it's dancing, getting right up until it's right in front of you, that huge 7. And now morph it in your mind into a 6. Give that 6 a color, a texture maybe, and grow that 6 up. Grow it big as a house, maybe as big as a skyscraper. And now push that 6 way back to the horizon. So it's barely visible. And now watch that 6 as it starts bouncing left to right, right to left, back and forth, coming closer and closer and closer until it's right up in front of you. That big number 6. And now just dissolve that 6 into a 5. Isn't this weird? Spin that 5 around, give that 5 a different color, a texture, grow that 5 up. Give that 5 a personality and see that 5 pushed way back into the distance, all the way back, as far as you can push it. And now let's watch that 5 start bouncing back and forth, slowly at first, getting closer and closer, back and forth, following it with your eyes, until that 5 gets right in front of you. Now just morph that 5 into a 4. Yeah, see what that 4 looks like. Maybe it's got a different color, maybe it's the same color, maybe it's got some depth. Grow that 4 up as big as you want to, as big as a house. Now push that 4 way back to the horizon. You can barely see it. And you know what happens next. That 4 starts bouncing left to right, right to left, back and forth, coming closer and closer towards you. Getting closer and closer, bigger as it comes, bouncing back and forth until that 4 is right in front of you. And now change that 4 into a 3. Do what you need to do with that 3. Give it a different color, give it a different texture. Grow it up so it's huge, a giant 3. Now push that giant 3 back as far as you can until you can barely see it anymore. Let's watch that 3 start coming towards us, back and forth, bouncing back and forth, maybe dancing, spinning, coming towards us. That number 3 bouncing, 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 back and forth until it's right in front of you. And now just morph that 3 down into a 2. Grow that 2 up, give it a different color. Push that 2 way back, all the way back to the horizon. And now watch as that 2 starts bouncing towards you. Back and forth, right to left to right, coming closer and closer until that giant 2 is right in front of you. And now morph that 2 into a 1. Maybe give it a different color. Maybe keep it the same. Give it some texture, give it some depth. Grow that 1 up until it's like a skyscraper. And then push that 1 so far back that you can barely see it, even as big as it is. And then watch it start bouncing towards you. Back and forth, coming closer and closer. Closer and closer until that 1 is right in front of you. And now morph that 1 into a 0 or a naught. And just dive through the hole in that 0 and fly. Just spread your wings and fly. Spread your arms, fly around high up in the air. You can look down at the scene where that 0 is way down there. Just fly around, leaving all earthly cares behind for a moment. When you get ready, you fly back down to the ground. If those of you are still flying, you just keep flying. You just hear what I'm saying from up in the air. Fly back down to the ground, open your eyes, and tell me, where's that pain gone to now? Go ahead, shake it around, test it. Test that pain. See where you are now. What is your new number? Put your new number in the comments. I want to see how it is for you. That's just our first little experiment on the road to getting rid of your pain.